Hi, today we're talking about what are the legal requirements to apply for a divorce in Singapore. You can apply to get a divorce in the Singapore Family Justice Courts if you or your spouse are one of the following. You are a Singaporean or you're domiciled in Singapore at the start of the divorce case, and generally, to be considered as being domiciled in Singapore, you must have been living in Singapore and you intend to remain here indefinitely or permanently. A temporary stay for work reasons or purposes is usually not enough to qualify you as being domiciled in Singapore. You must also have lived in Singapore for at least 3 years immediately before the start of the divorce case. You cannot apply for a divorce if you and your spouse have been married for less than 3 years unless you get the court's permission by proving one of the following things: that you have suffered exceptional hardship during the marriage, or your spouse has behaved with exceptional depravity, meaning that your spouse has behaved unusually and exceptionally badly. You must apply for the permission of the court by way of a document called the originating summons, and this must be supported with an affidavit, a written statement sworn by you explaining the reasons for your application. It is quite rare for the court to approve a divorce application for couples married for less than 3 years. The standard that you need to prove in order to convince the court that there has in fact been exceptional hardship or exceptional depravity is very high. You'll be granted a divorce only if the court agrees that your marriage has ended. In legal language, the court must find that your marriage has irretrievably broken down. To prove that your marriage has irretrievably broken down, you must convince the court that one or more of the following facts has taken place. For example, that your spouse has committed adultery and that you find it intolerable or unbearable to live with him or her, that your spouse has behaved in such a way that you cannot reasonably be expected to live with him or her, or that your spouse has deserted you for a continuous period of at least 2 years, or if your spouse agrees to the divorce and that you and your spouse have lived apart for a continuous period of at least 3 years, or if your spouse does not agree to the divorce, that you and your spouse have lived apart for a continuous period for at least 4 years. So, there you have it, some very basic information on what are the legal requirements to apply for a divorce in Singapore. Thanks for watching.